Today's discussion is about our mission, the purpose, historization, documentation, chronicalization of the movement, and as we always, an archivist. So this Islamic movement that we're a part of is not new at all. We've been at this a long time. And I'm going to try to put it in perspective, a little bit of perspective. We always use the term longevity, tenaciousness, protracted, over a long period of time. Okay, so when we think about our movement and our organization, this is the background of where we would be coming from. And it's not what we want to become. We've been this for decades already. It's not that we want to become a part of the process of longevity, tenaciousness, and it's not that we want to hold on a long period of time. It's that we have already. And I'll relate one article, I think it was in February of 1990, when we talked about, we was talking about a section of our movement that reminded us of people who worked in a sewer. And when you work in a sewer, when you come home, you smell like a sewer. But the people at home, you don't smell yourself anymore. Everybody else in the house smells that you've been working in a sewer. And you forget that smell. At that time, we was relating to some of the transitional phases that's going on in the movement. Now that's 1990. That's 31 years ago. That's a while back. Okay, so 31 years ago, we was reminding people that there were those in our movement, in our organization, who were participating in the same process that we are all involved in, that whatever they was involved in was producing a type of a smell, as though they were working in a sewer. So their attitude, technically they didn't smell like a sewer, but their attitude, their mentality, their behavior would be reminiscent of someone who worked in a sewer. Their political activity, their psychological activity, their reference activity, the things they made reference to at that time would pass them off as people who have been associated with a sewer. And we made this was 1 year after Imam Khomeini died. And we were saying that in less than 1 year after Imam passed away, these trends were beginning to show. Now, maybe to other people they didn't show, but to ourselves it was very clear where this was heading because of its smell. Okay, and that was way back. The first time I wrote it down as a lecture was when I went up to New York, and I was speaking at the Imam Ali Center up there. That was February 1990. That was the anniversary of the Islamic Revolution. They would always have a program in February. And I said certain things at that time that there was a whole group of people that were big shots, and they talked to me the next day. They said, I didn't know you had that in you. I didn't know. They looked at me as a nice guy. I was cooperating with certain people. And now I was talking directly to the highest official over here, the ambassador to the UN that was there, who later became the foreign minister of a certain country. Let's call it country 2. But all the big shots was there. And I told them, if you don't like what I'm saying, don't invite me here anymore. And of course they didn't. Others did, but they never invited me there again. But the point is, do you remember the other day when we was talking, the lecture we did? Yeah, just the one we did Sunday, yeah. Just 2 days ago. Was that 2 days ago or was that? Yeah. That was when we talked about certain subjects. And if you notice, everybody got kind of quiet, and it was a type of reverence that they was, when they spoke after that, it was a different attitude. It was almost reverential the way they was talking. Then people called a few days, a lot after that, because we were outlining something that was happening right now. And we didn't have time to go through smoke signals and all of that because it's happening right now. Every now and then that comes up. That came up before when we said we have our brothers, they're meeting in Russia today, and da-da-da-da-da. And I gave some background about something that we thought of, and that was a response to that. I don't know if you would remember, but that was a response to that. The other thing is that as a movement grows, spreads, and develops, the special ideas that people in that group, give you an example. During the time of Imam Khomeini, we were dealing with a lot of fitna, a lot of challenges. So there was something called Kat al-Imam. That's the line of Imam. In other words, if, where are you coming from? I said, it's the line of Imam. That's it. Finish. Okay, so most Iranians here in America, that was the line that everybody espoused. It's the line of Imam. Now, after Imam passed, and the Rahba came in, there was things that wouldn't happen during the time of Imam Khomeini. They wouldn't happen, nor would people talk about it. Okay, so what happened was, after Imam passed, everybody's supporting the revolution. But some are more democratic, and they would want a little loosening up of the system or the structure. Some would be a more right wing. We got to tighten up on this Mag. We got to really go Mag Bag America now. Okay, so this is only natural. When you have your original revolution, everybody is unified under a big banner, the banner of revolution. And the overall vision of change, most of the people succumbed to that. Now, the people that didn't go along with that, they did a lot of bombing and killing. Iran suffered dearly. 72 martyrs in one bombing. Prime Minister and the President martyred. Right again, you have another selection. Those people are martyred. It was like, look, the early part of the revolution was very serious. So is this part of the revolution. Because you got to remember, it's been different phases, but there has never been a let up. Okay, now, we could remember right here that certain people that had high positions or have high positions and maintain a high level of contact with the people, they may approach us and want to do some TV programs and this, that, and other. Okay? Now, if you notice when we speak, we always speak directly to the people of Iran first. We always do that. Okay, these people may not like that, and I know they don't like it. Because they have a line, right? And they want us to kind of toe that line, which we don't. So you'll notice that if we're doing a couple of videos, pretty soon they'll cut. No more videos, no more talking. You can't even get them on the phone anymore because he can't. That stuff happens. You see what I mean? The reason that it happens is because the revolutionaries became like Republicans, some became like Democrats. They have their own name, you know. But some became very close to the revolution. Some loosened up and they wanted a more modern, easygoing type thing. If anyone remembers, like it was about, might have been 2009 now. Yeah, well, in fact it was. It was a decade ago. And brothers wrote us a letter saying, this new administration, that was that administration, the 8-year administration is going out now. They're coming in, and we want to get you over here. We need you to write a letter. We need you to do this. By the way, we've already written a letter. We signed your name to it, if y'all remember. That was all okay. So that was because certain people was going out and certain people were coming in. And the people that was coming in had a certain line. And we knew their line. Now, me personally, I don't feel comfortable with these different crews. But they're a reality. Okay. Now, people place us in a certain crew, but they're always trying to maybe pull us out of that, or they know we like this guy, but he's with them. You know, okay. I don't like that, nor do I believe in that. I think it's deadly, and I have also given several lectures on that. Even when I was here and I went down certain places not long ago, the people that I talked to, I put forward my view on certain things. Example, if someone is chosen as the president, we done all voted him in. Okay, we believe that you should trust the people of Iran enough that, number one, if they voted in a certain type of leader as the president. Okay? Now that means to us we should not do like in America. If you get a Republican in there, all the Democrats is going to work against them, right? Like right now, they're at heads, you can't do nothing. You can't do anything in America. It doesn't make no difference because the president is not strong enough. He might have 55% of this and 60% of that, and that other 35% or 40% will work against him. And if you got 60 people trying to pull a wagon, right, probably up a hill, and you got 40 people dragging their foot and some